Well, good evening and welcome to the Sudoku channel. This is Oliver coming to you from a windswept and wet yawl by the sea here in Ireland over in Europe. It is the 30th of July 2023 and we're looking back at the archives of the Telegraph newspaper in the UK and looking at their diabolical Sudoku puzzles. This one is coming from the 21st of... No, it's not. The 16th of July 2021, and it is number 5557 in their series. Video 1, we looked at the basic techniques for solving this puzzle, and needless to say, we didn't, in this particular instance, didn't come to a solution, and so we have a video 2 where we're going to look at more advanced techniques. If you go back and have a look, and there's a link down below for video 1, and have a look at the comments, you'll see solutions from two people there, Glenn and Scott. And my solution now is going to be following fairly closely on Glenn's solution, which I found easy to understand. Scott's, I think, is a much better one, but it's not one that I can really hand over heart say I fully understand. So, oh, sorry, Scott. I just have to do Glenn's one again here now. Okay, so this is where we ended up in video 1. And now where do we go from here? Well, I like chains, and I seem to be able to explain things a lot easier in chains rather than calling them, you know, W wings or some sort of wings like that. So if you haven't done chains, there are tutorials down below on singles chain, pairs chains, and alternating inference chains. There's 3 ones, and also strong weak links. You need to understand that in order to be able to properly use a chain, especially strong weak links. I had a solution to this already done, and it was only when I was going back over it looking at the video I realized that I had a weak link where I should have had a strong link. So be sure and understand chains, or you can get stuck very easily, or come unstuck very easily. But anyway, what we're going to do now is a chain starting off down here. And what we say is, suppose this is not a 4, and on chains you always start off with something not being there. So if it's not a 4, then it's a 6. If that's a 6, then this one will not be a 6. And if that's not a 6, this is a 6. If that's a 6, this is not a 6. And if that's not a 6, this is a 4. So if it's not a 4 here, it is a 4 here. Now, to go the other way, you don't come down here and say if this is a 4, you don't. You come up here and you say, right, this was a 4. So now go the other way and say, well, if it's not a 4, then it's a 6. If that's a 6, then this is not a 6. If that is not a 6, then this one is a 6. If that's a 6, this is not a 6. And that's not a 6, this is a 4. So if that's not a 4, this is a 4. And if this is not a 4, that is a 4. So anything that can see these two 4s we can get rid of. And that is this 4 and this 4. That's the first chain got rid of. Right, we're now going to go on a chain starting and ending with a 6. The way Glenn did it was, if this is not a 6, sorry, I don't know if he was using it as a chain or whatever, but he was basically getting rid of this 6 here. So if this is not a 6, it's a 7. If that's a 7, then this one is not a 7. If that is not a 7, then this one is a 7. If that's a 7, then this one is not a 7. If that's not a 7, it's a 3. If that's a 3, this is not a 3, it's a 4. If that's a 4, this is not a 4, it's a 6. So not a 6, a 6. That was a long chain now. I have to say, Glenn, you did well there. Go the other way around. If it's not a 6, it's a 4. If that's a 4, it's not a 4, it's a 3. If that's a 3, that's not a 3, it's a 7. If that's a 7, it's not a 7. If not a 7, then this one is a 7. If that's a 7, this is not a 7, it's a 6. So not a 6, 6, which means we can get rid of this one here. Now I just want to show there is another chain that you could have used here, going the same way, and we get the same answer. Not a 6, it's a 7. not a 7, it's a 2. Not a 2, it's a 2. Then you have not a 4, it's a 4. Not a 4, it's a 6. I'm going the other way around. Not a 6, it's a 4. Not a 4, it's a 4. Not a 2, it's a 2. Not a 2, it's a 7. Not a 7, it's a 6. So either way, we're going to get rid of this one here. And that basically is it finished, because now we have a unique 6 left here in this house. It's the only 6 that's left here. So that is a 6. Now if that's a 6, then this one here has to be a 4. That's that one finished off. That 4 is going to get rid of the other 4s in here. And more importantly, it will get rid of this 4 here and this 4 here, giving us a 9, which will get rid of that one. And that one. And we also got another 9 here, getting rid of that one there. Now also that 9 got rid of this one down here, giving us a 4. And that gets rid of that one over there. And that is all it gets rid of. Now if we look upon this row F, we only have a single 9 left here, and that's that 9 there. And I'll get rid of that one there, and that gives us the 4 here. Getting rid of that one, making that one a 7, which gets rid of that one, making it a 2, getting rid of that one, making it a 7. Gets rid of these two 7s up here. Now that will make this the only 7 in this house, so I'm just going to take that now as that 7. Gets rid of that one, giving us the 3, gets rid of that one, giving us a 7. This 4 we take now, leaving us a 2 up there, getting rid of that one, giving us a 3, gets rid of that one and that one. This is the only 3 left now in this house, so that's our 3 there. We have a 7, 6, 7, 6, gets rid of that 6 there, and this 6. That's a conjugate pair. And if it's a conjugate pair, if you haven't done it before, have a look down below on conjugate pairs, quite important. Now, where was I before I rudely interrupted myself? 4 there, gets rid of that one, giving us a 6. And we have an 8 there, gets rid of that one, giving us a 6 there, and that will make that one an 8. And that 7 up there gets rid of that one, giving us a 2. And we have a 2 up here. There's a 4 sitting here in its own. This conjugate pair of 7 6s. There's a 7 here, which will make that one a 6. And if that's a 6, then this one must be a 7. Well, now that's it finished. I won't pretend it was easy. I found it quite difficult. Now, thanks Glenn and Scott for your solutions. As I said, when my first solution was totally wrong. Yeah, that was a very good solution, Glenn. Really appreciate it coming in with that. And yeah, it was a good one to do. It was hard, I have to say that. I found it quite difficult, but it was a nice one to do, and I hope you all enjoyed it. And if you did, don't forget thumbs up, good comments, subscribe and hit the bell, and you know when the next one comes out. Hopefully it's going to come out next Friday. For those of you who are following, I didn't quite manage to finish off the bathroom. No, I made a mistake. I made a total hames of it, so I'm going backwards tomorrow, and hopefully I'll get it finished anyway. Look, thanks for watching and all the rest of it, and we'll see you all in the not too distant future. So till then, Slán Tamil.